Hello everyone, my name is Andy, aka Andy Rants, and today I want to talk to you about the prejudice against Slytherin. Now, I am a Slytherin, a proud Slytherin, and when I tell people that, they tend to be very concerned that I'm a part of the evil house. And for people who just read the books or watch the movies and don't spend way too long immersing themselves in the world, I kind of get why they would think that. In the books, it's very clear cut. All the Slytherins that we really come across are evil, or at least are shown to be that way from Harry's perspective. There might be occasional references to a person who was in Slytherin who wasn't evil, but we don't really think about that they were in Slytherin. All of the main villains that we come across, with the exception of Wormtail, are in Slytherin. Like, Voldemort's a Slytherin, Draco's a Slytherin, all the Death Eaters that we actually know the houses of are in Slytherin. Overall, it's just very clear-cut and obvious that Slytherins are evil. And I understand why J.K. Rowling would want to do that, because let's face it, the books were originally written for kids, and most 10-year-olds don't want to go into the moral dilemmas of whether we should really be fighting against them or just trying to find the error of our ways. But real life isn't that clear-cut. I mean, in the books, the four houses are shown as Gryffindor is good, Hufflepuffs are nice, Ravenclaws are smart, and Slytherins are evil. Which there's so much more to all of the houses and to all people. Even the house descriptions show that there's a lot more of that. All the houses suffer from stereotyping, but I think that it's the worst for Slytherin, mostly because we have such a negative stereotype. The description of Slytherins shows that they're ambitious. We have big goals, and we're willing to work hard to accomplish them. And really, that sounds like a good thing. That leads to people like Merlin and a lot of other great leaders being Slytherin. I'm sure that a lot of the ministers of magic were Slytherins as well, because that's something that they really have to work hard to achieve. And while other houses absolutely can do that, Slytherins are more likely to. That doesn't mean that the prejudice against us is entirely unfounded. Slytherins are more likely to seek out power. And while that doesn't have to be a negative thing, everyone knows that power corrupts. Also, Slytherins are very idealistic. And again, that can be a very positive thing. You could work to help people or to work towards equality. And just having a strong opinion doesn't mean that you are evil. I mean, that's why I have this YouTube channel. But sometimes people, like Voldemort, take that way too far. I mean, believing that purity of blood is important for wizards is one thing, maybe not the best thing, but still, just having that belief isn't a big deal. Killing any Muggleborns is kind of a big deal. That's going way too far. But that doesn't mean that every Slytherin is going to do that. I mean, personally, I believe that our political system is completely broken, and that doesn't mean that I want to kill every politician and take over the world. I don't even really want to be a politician. I just think that our system needs a complete revamp. And if that means that I needed to step in, I'd be happy to. But that's not my goal. And I'm not wanting to kill everyone like Voldemort does. Not all Slytherins are going to be evil, any more than every Ravenclaw is going to ace all their tests. For example, Luna. Luna's like the perfect Ravenclaw, because the description of Ravenclaws is being true to yourself, doing what matters to you, and not really caring what everyone else thinks. And Luna is the perfect example of that. No one else believes in her crumple-horned snorcracks or anything, but that doesn't stop her. I think that she probably didn't do well in a lot of her classes because that wasn't what she cared about. And that's really what Ravenclaw's about. But the idea of Ravenclaw is smart people and nerds, which is completely inaccurate. That doesn't mean that there aren't nerds in Ravenclaw, but they don't have to be. The house divisions in the books are just really simple, and real life is much more blurry and complicated. And I think that it's very important for everyone in every house to recognize the similarities in the houses rather than the differences. So I want to give you a quote from the Sorting Hat in Book 5 to end on. Never since the founders four were whittled down to 3 have the houses been united as they once were meant to be. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up or a comment down in the comment section. And if you want to see more of my opinion videos, then subscribe, and hopefully my video will be less than, like 3 months after my first one? Sorry, but hopefully my next one will be sooner. Bye!